Hey, so we're starting with Waddle. We have a couple options. We're going to pause here because this allows us to buy a second thing, and if we're going to do that, I think we want the Archer on the first turn over the Familiar. So next turn we can buy Familiar, use Forbidden Fruit, buy either the Happy Tree or one of the other things. Obviously we're not getting too many animals right away, but I think we want to put some stats on the board. Ooh, we get a little lucky and win the fight. Good for us. Bad for them. Okay, grab it. We luck out with an animal. There we go. So, start off second turn, 2 animals. Took 3 damage, or 2 damage. But we got this up to a 2-2 already. Also, we have 2 animals. And obviously looking for blind mice. Looking for, pair any of these is fine. Making a 2-10 early is nice. Past that, we're mostly just looking for the 3-drop animals. Mostly pigs and... What's the other one that I like? Oh, my mind's blank. I don't go for donkeys too much unless we get them very early. There's a period of time where donkey's really good, right? And then there's... Oh, and we had a 50... Oh, no, we were dead anyways. Then there's a period of time where donkey's just not any good. Oh, we're always looking for chickens, though. We're supposed to cast first, though, right? To reduce this. Because if we cast first, we can buy this, and then buy yeah, what we'll do is we'll buy Humpty, sell it. Yeah, I think we do need to cast this first. We missed out on the 1-1. But we can buy this. Do we want just our animals to be good? Yeah. Then we buy Humpty, sell it, buy this, and lock. And we'll get a little bit something here. But the idea is that we don't want to buy a Humpty, but we do want to buy a 1-cost chicken. Really? Oh, never mind. Thought we got unlucky, but we actually got pretty lucky there. Perfect. We'll win this fight. And Wonder Waddle's a little bit annoying for enemies because you deal the extra damage. Okay, well here's a pig, and here's a chicken, and here's a free roll. So we got everything we could have wanted, and then we'll get an upgrade on our... I know what this is called. Cat. That's the one. And we'll take Fairy Tale. I think Fairy Tale's really good, especially if we're going to be buying a bunch of stuff early. If we had 1 more gold, we would buy the Good Witch. I wonder if we should be waiting here for a Good Witch. We have all good characters that can get buffs off evil. It would be nice to get... So we want something that gives us... We don't want to get lock chest because we don't want to sit on something for that long. We'll grab this. I think we just want to buy animals, though. This is an animal. This isn't an animal, sorry. That's what I was trying to say. It could be correct, though, to grab this. Because we have all good characters, but we don't know how long that will stick around, and we don't want to be pressed into keeping that. Wow, that was unlucky. We got a little unlucky too. A little counter luck. Oh, that was tough. They had a 13-2 and it attacked a 2 whatever, a 2x, you know. Oh. Well, here's a blind mouse. Here's just a bunch of perfect things. I think we're just skipping here. We're not going to keep anything around long enough to be worthwhile. Do we want another cut purse? I think the answer is no. It is so cheap, though, to get a treasure off that. I think we just want 3 drops, though. I'm going to skip it. That might be a mistake. Ooh. Double Adventurer. Are we ever going to hit... Is there ever a way we actually get to use those? Oh, we should try to cast spells as well. I mean, obviously we'd love for these to work. I don't know if we can reasonably get them to work is the issue. I think the answer is no. Gotta move a little quicker. Let's grab this. Let's grab this. I'm gonna runestones over this and then buy this. I think I got that in time. Yeah, looks like it's triggering. Sorry, that was a little quick at the end. What did they upgrade? Oh, they upgraded the Princess White. Okay. So we took cash just to give us some scaling or gold. I think that's usually good here. Oh, they're going to take a lot of damage actually. They will take a full 11 and we get to keep 2 gold. Runestones is nice because we're going to get treasures, hopefully, right? We're going to get treasures again soon. Do we want to go for now? We don't need the 3-drop. Here we go. So we're going to get a 4-drop here. So we took the runestone because, again, so we want things that don't take up slots is the idea. Forking rod seems good with this thingy. Oh, stag was the other animal. That was the other animal I was looking for. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. We could get a very big, maybe not a very big one, but a fairly large Shadow Assassin. We could buy Shadow Assassin, put it in the back, cast Warm Root on it. It gets doubled, it becomes a 7/7 ranged. That's not nothing. And all we have to do is like this, buy it. I didn't realize we're actually a gold. I mean, are we supposed to get this? Yeah, we lock, yeah. We want polywoggles too. That's another animal we're looking for. Oh, this cat is just useless to us, isn't it? We have not got a lot of mileage out of this cat. Okay, I think we're losing this fight though. Right? I think she's just a little. The queen's gonna be a little big. Oh no, maybe not, because that pig got really big also. Ooh, the pig does die though. But still, we chunk him pretty good. Yeah, so I don't know if we're like going a Slay comp, but I'm actually just gonna cast. Do I want to cast the spell? It does double cast. The other thing is like, do we want to? Yeah, we don't have enough money for an XP spell, so yeah, don't look for things you don't have enough money for. We want to sell this blind mouse too. This is really dumb that we still have this. Nothing great here. Another pig. We're not looking for those. Chicken. What does the chicken get us here? I think we buy it. We're gonna sell a couple things, right? Anyways, we're gonna sell the blind mouse. We're gonna buy the chicken. First attack is pretty good. Dark Contract's also reasonable here. What if we get a Dark Contract? Just for like a turn, right? And we sell the chicken, buy a Chupacabra, throw it here, throw this thing here. And, I don't know, assume this won't hit. Something like this. The idea being if we can just get a Chupacabra to slay, if it doesn't just get attacked right here. Oh, I guess this can attack it. We get some nice buffs, basically. Oh, we get them some nice buffs too, but now we have a bunch of range stuff attacking. A pig dying every fight just barely is tough. Although we're getting the buffs on the Shadow Assassins pretty consistently. We don't want this spell. We definitely want this. We could double cast just for gold. How good or bad is that? I think we'd like something to maybe buff the Chupacabra if we can. Or we could just give more things slay. That's interesting here. We could just put the Ultra up front. Might put one Ultra up front. Yeah, I think that works to an extent. Get this thing out of here, it's just not doing enough. Yeah, they will pause here because the Warm Root on the Chupacabra is actually really nice. And yeah, I think this is pretty decent. If we can get the Chupacabra to survive a little bit, keep buffing everything, that'd be nice. If we get this pig to stop dying like an idiot, also nice. This will keep getting bigger. We're not super big. We're doing okay, obviously. We have 35 health. I'd expect us to start losing fights. People are going to be catching up. We haven't bought any XP. This person has a lot of range characters. It's always tough. Oh no. This probably means our Chupacabra isn't going off, right? Oh, almost, almost. Okay. So yeah, they get 2/5 attacks every time. This is close, right? I think we barely get this one. Yeah, we do get it. Oh, and our pig's surviving? Oh, I love you, pig. Please buff this one. Wow, we got lucky. Okay. Yeah, buff this one, which buffs this as well. I think we'll take the mermaid, right? If we're going for them. Are we going for them, though? Kinda. Yeah, we might end up with some weird Slay build. Let's see if we could figure out a way to pause here. I'd love the healing potion because you just get a lot of value out of double cast. It looks like we're done with this, so we'll grab a chicken here. We're mostly looking for something to buff the Chupacabra. A second Chupacabra would be one of those. I'm sure there's a longer list. I'm just not thinking of any. Mysterious Skull is nice here. Casts a lot of spells. Is it worth the 1 gold to just get like 4 spell casts? It might be. Is it better to just have... No, I think it... They're at level 4. We're still... I think most people are level 4. One's at 5. Yeah, I think we'll take the double spell cast. It's a little greedy, but it buffs this 8/8, right? I mean, that's a lot. And we're not likely to buy XP here, I think. Nice, and we got the Slay. We didn't hit the, sorry, what's this called? Nutcracker, that's the one. I know what things are called, I just have no memory from moment to moment. Oh, no, it comes back as a... Wait, how did they get... Oh, because they got a Slay? Oh no! Wow, we're gonna lose this fight. Wow! Huh. This pig. You're killing me, pig. Oh, we have a bunch of gold, though. That's nice. Because we cast a bunch of stuff. I think one was a fireball. We don't have dragons. We could replace Dark Contract. We do have some monsters. We have 3 monsters. I think we'll just take some gold, though. I think we can replace something better. Here's more monsters. Do we want this? If we're going Slay, getting... Anytime you're going Slay, getting the, Oh, and it gets the buff from Dark Contract, okay. Wow, none of these actually work with what we have. We'll just skip. If we're going Slay, trying to get Harvest Moon is very valuable. If you're going Slay, trying to get Lancelot seems pretty valuable. I don't have a great place to put it. Seems like the gold just in materials. I'm actually going to put it first. I'm going to take a little bit of a chance, hope this works. I know we're casting Fireball and Falling Stars. I think it's time to maybe put this thing in. No, we won't, but... so we're really hoping this gets to Slay. It probably won't, though. Oh, actually, against this front line, looks like it usually does. Oh, not if it gets attacked first! Oh, you're killing me, bro. That was awful. Okay, and that's fine. We didn't have a huge expectation going in, and then it just sort of met expectations. Oh, they got to save some damage by this thing dying. We got the 4 from the pig, though. So the idea here is that we double cast on the Lancelot here, which again buffs this twice, gives it a better chance to Slay. So we haven't... The one problem we're having is that we haven't been able to accelerate... Ooh, yeah, okay. Oh, okay, this doubles, right? So instantly 25? Amazing. So let's sell this chicken back. Grab the Baba Yaga, which gets buffed, which I knew about and wasn't just accidental. Oh, here's another Slay thing. Do we want this thing? Can we fit it in? Not really. It's possible it's actually time to sell the blind mouse. So 1, 2. I'm trying to figure out how to get as greedy as possible here. I think we sell Polywoggle, grab this thing, and lock. The idea is we're going to grab this next turn, we're going to cast a double buff on something, which further buffs our most. We need to triple some things, we're just a little bit too crowded on our board. Oh, hopefully we get the 5-drop off of this, actually. Right? That's the sort of optimal 5-drop. Good, we crushed these people. I mean, they got knocked out, but if you can't crush those people, who can you crush? Oh, supports affect the whole front row. It seems like it's going to be very good here. I do love doubling our other treasures, but I feel like supports affecting the whole front row is going to be what we want. Sell the Minotaur, buy this thing. Cast, probably on Chupacabra still. We find the Harvest Moon. Everything's gonna have Slay. We don't need those pigs. Okay, so what does this make us want to do? I think we want ranged things in front. We probably want this second, though. And we probably want the 40-40 here. Maybe we put this range one in the back. Oh, and then we want this here. Okay, so this arrangement looks a little bit goofy, but the point is, everything gets the benefit of these buffs. So what we want to do is just maximize the... these things all get 2 attacks as well, because they all have Slay. It does mean it makes some sense to put the Lancelot in the back then, because it has Slay already, so it gets 2 attacks. Any chance this dragon doesn't? No. Okay, well, that was a little bit something, but... Ooh, this thing got hit, so it actually is going to get taken out. So it looks like we should win this fight, but we actually lose a lot of... Oh, did we win this fight? Just barely. Wow, we actually lucked out to win that fight. But we lost a ton of our scaling because just our backlines got sniped so often. We're in decent shape. Oh, we're at 6 now, so let's find some... Did cast a ton of spells, so this is actually not bad. We do eventually want to triple this Chupacabra that we've just sort of had hanging about. So we'll cast this. We'll see what 5-drop treasures there are. Replacing the cash at this point makes sense. We actually want 3 drops. I think just taking the 15 makes some sense. We're going to replace any of these soon. Monkey's Paw is great in terms of strength. We're going to replace any of those soon. I wish we could get this in. This is 2020? Yeah, this thing's bigger. So, what we could do is put this... So, the Yaga's going to get the buff, which is great. Making a ranged thing bigger and helping it survive any, rogue dragons. I do like the Chupacabra buffing the Shadow Assassin, but it might be better just to have the Lancelot attack twice in the back. And if we get to this, it attacks twice. That kind of works, right? And then this is just here. I think having the body is just better than getting greedy with anything else. And as long as our things can slay, we continue to grow and get huge. Oh, they took away our slay, though. Okay, so now we only get 1 attack on anything. We did slay there, that was nice. Oh, this still has slay. Okay, yeah, that's why. I was wondering why that happened. Okay, so now this will get its 2 attacks, and it looks like it will take out 2 things. And do we actually kill this? No, we get 14, right? Yeah, okay, we only have 2 upgraded. Okay, I mean, that fight went well. We, lost a couple things. We have a bunch of monsters. Right, these are all monsters, and they're getting double attacks. I think it's probably correct to grab this. It's not like an exciting pick, but it does seem correct. Okay, if we're going slay things, you should pretty much always grab Medusa, I think. I don't think we need to play it necessarily. And if we're doing all this stuff, is Pumpkin King good? I don't know. Um, so like what we do is just play like Oni King instead of Wizard Familiar to try to maximize our buffs. We go something like this maybe. Like this. The idea being that this has the most Slay buffs, so it triggers this the most, and then this wants to trigger on things behind it. Though the Oni King is actually the one that gets the buff now instead of the range, which isn't great, but okay, that not getting taken out is great because now we'll get all the benefits of these buffs. And yeah, this triggers double slays that are tripled. Now this will take out 2 things and grow. We're basically just getting a ton of scaling off a round when we don't have any, any opponent to deal with. So that was nice. Do we want the health? No, I guess we won't bother with that. Here's another Oni King, which I think we're supposed to grab. I think it's time to sell this. I don't think we're not on that anymore. I think we want this. Yeah, I think we're done with Blind Mice, actually. So what's the optimal setup? Okay, it's definitely... Is it Medusa first? Just getting double Medusas? Yeah, we don't need scaling as much anymore, right? So sort of like this. We do want this bit of Slay. And then just put our range seconds. And I think it makes sense to have Oni King in back. Just because we want the buffs. We need the everything to have Slay, so we can't take this out. The thing we actually want to get hit the least is the Mermaid, because it gives everything double attack. Because of the Horn of Olympus plus the Harvest Moon. And yeah, I think it just makes more sense to have this up front to protect this, is the idea. Even though this would get double attack in the back. If we get that far, like where we have gotten 4 sets of double attack or whatever, I think we're fine. Okay, they only get 1 attack and we get 2 attacks, so I think that's sort of a current strategy. Unfortunately, they don't get to take our stuff out easily because we get the 10-10 when we attack, so even though they get like the Dracula Saber buff or whatever, and they get some stuff being thrown around, I think we're just gonna crush this one, right? Yeah, look at this. So, sort of a weird Wonder Waddle game. But that's one of the things about Wonder Waddle is you get so many treasures, and you get so much like almost bonus gold from being strong by buying just 2 copies of things, and just having a strong board gives you a ton of flexibility. So you're able to just go into whatever comp you want. So I think we found a Shadow Assassin. We had a Forking Rod and found a Shadow Assassin, and then like a worm. What is it called? It's like a worm worm or a worm root. Whatever they give +3 to monsters. I don't want to bore you while I try to think of it. And we just sort of went off with that, right? And then we, eventually found the Harvest Moon. I think off the Lancelot. We got lucky with the Lancelot. We got the double like +7/+7 to make it go from 11 to 25 exactly. And then it was against a ghost, so we got to Slay. That's one of the nice things too. If you have like a lot of scaling in combat, you really have a lot of versatility against ghosts. When you just have no chance of losing a round, you can just go wild. And we fought one ghost relatively late in the game, and I think we got Shadow Assassins +10/+10, and our back row, Chupacabras were giving +2/+2 to everything, and then the Lancelot was getting buffed, and all kinds of stuff. And then we just put the Medusa in at last, because getting 2, anytime you have Medusa and Harvest Moon and Mermaid, it gets pretty silly. It's only bad if they kill it immediately. If they don't, it's almost always just going to take out 2 things and negate. So that's the thing, and negate the effects, right? If it was just attacking into baby bears, say it was just a ranged character attacking the baby bears, like that's why Medusa is so much better than not so much better in all circumstances, but so much more of like a scammer than even a ranged character. Because if it attacks into like a baby bear, they don't get the it's not like they get one. It's not killing 1 of 3. It's killing all 3 in a single attack, and it's also all 3 of the spawns that they would have got. And it means that it doesn't spawn, so the Echo Wood in the back doesn't get buffed or whatever. It just against the pumpkin, it means that they don't have as many evil characters die. Or it means the mummy shots didn't go off, or it means all those things. So Medusa, if you can get the double attack off Medusa, no matter how strong your other character sides, it is hard to pass up. It's definitely correct to do so sometimes, but like only sometimes, only sometimes. So great game. Wonder Waddle's so strong. I still pick on sight. I know there's other heroes that people are sort of Wonder Waddle was like the clear favorite early on. I know there's some heroes that people are sort of, saying like, oh, is this one, about as good, or maybe even same tier or better even. But I feel like Wonder Waddles to me is still, if I want to have, a good game, I'm always picking Wonder Waddle just because there's so much versatility. It's easy to play. It's not necessarily easy. It's not easy to play optimally, maybe, because it introduces a ton of options, but it's easy to play in a way that you will have a decent early game. If you just buy animals on site, basically, you'll have a decent early game. You'll have enough level 2s and 3 treasures to get a little bit of extra power, and then you just, like we saw here, the problem is, like, once you hit level 4, making those decisions, right? But Wonder Waddle gives you such a breeze through the early game, in a similar way to, like, Avella. Breezes you through the early game, but Avella, if you don't find like black cats, it's a little bit tougher. If you don't find like evil animals, Wonder Waddle just has sort of a wider range of things it can find. So thanks for watching, everybody. I know Wonder Waddle isn't the most exciting, but I do love. I mean, Slay comps are always fun, right? And trying to set up, the optimal scaling, and I think we had a bunch of like pivots. We got the Chupacabra with the dock contract. The dock contract actually like played in for a while. So I don't know. I hope this was exciting to people. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.